We're telling stories, holiday stories, like things we remember, vacation stories. So I have one. So we're driving to Kentucky. My boys are now 30 and 28, so I got big guys, but they were elementary school, maybe second, third grade. And we had to drive to Kentucky to visit family, which was awesome. But I didn't want the question of, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So both my boys were totally into playing arcade video games that at the time used quarters still. So I gave them each a roll of quarters. And I said, here's $10 for the arcade when we get there. I said, but every time you ask me, are we there yet? You have to pay me a quarter. So nobody asked me the whole trip. It was awesome. Do you have one?
I do. I have so many. Of course, my daughter Megan is going to be 21 next month, and so we're talking when she was really little, and she has Down syndrome. So when we went for the holidays, we would travel about 4.5 hours away to see family for the holidays. So that was always an adventure, and we would just, pack the car like you would not believe. You would think we were moving in. It was ridiculous, all the equipment and stuff that we used to bring, and all of her own food, because she had to have, her chicken fingers, or she had to have her juice boxes that had to have a straw. She had so many little requirements that it would be kind of interesting. One memory that I have, though, specifically is when I think we went to my sister's house and she had cats. And back then, my daughter was terrified of cats, dogs, most animals, like house pets kind of thing. Not zoo or anything like that. But she was terrified of cats and dogs. And so when we were there, she would always put her legs up on the couch, and she was so afraid that the cat was going to walk by, and she was so tense. So we tried to keep the cat away as best we could, but it's a cat, you really can't control it that well. And I remember putting her to bed that night and feeling her, like giving her a hug good night, and feeling just the tenseness through her entire body. And I was like, oh my goodness, like all day long she was terrorized by that cat, and you could just feel it all in the muscles of her body. And I just remember holding her and saying, it's okay, there's no cats here anymore, and you're gonna be okay. But just understanding that those things really throw our kids off, and if they're afraid of something like that, and then there's the holidays, there's all these people, and it's hot, and it's busy, and it's different food, and there's animals around, and there's all this stuff on them that it takes a toll by the end of the day. So if your child's melting down and crying and upset over whatever present they did or didn't get, try to remember that there's just so many other things at play for these guys, and it can really make a difference for them.
We had a holiday completely thrown over a bottle of ketchup, or lack thereof. So no ketchup anywhere in the house.
How dare you?
No, it wasn't me. It was Nana. Blame it on Nana. Nana had no ketchup. Nana feels bad about this ketchup until this day. And we go out of our way to make sure that there is a huge bottle of ketchup at all of our family functions. And it sounds funny now, but for a kid who couldn't eat without it, really it kind of made that holiday a particularly stressful one. So these guys, some guys do have these, like Nadine said, requirements.
Oh yeah, I remember bringing our own oatmeal, because one time we went to visit Grandma, and God forbid she bought like the store brand, and it wasn't the brand that my daughter was used to. Would not eat that oatmeal because it has got to be the brown sugar Quaker oats in the packet instant oatmeal, not any other brand.
Other brand.
Don't deviate from the plan. No extra fiber either. None of that business. You want straight up oatmeal.
Right.